Just sending out the notifications. We got a lot to talk about today. Hope you guys are ready. So, we'll start at the 5-minute mark like we normally do. Just looking to see what's going on in the world in sports. I'm not gonna do what I normally do is go through I'm gonna actually talk about the sports today. Talk about the games that have been happening and actually discussing what you guys are thinking, get you guys involved because making this into more of a show. We don't just gotta talk about regular the scores and everything. Gotta get you guys involved more. It's one of the reasons why I got the whiteboard behind me. I know you guys probably can't see it that well. Move for a little bit. There you go. Now you guys can see it a little bit better. Got 30 seconds until we start the show. And it's gonna be a fun show. So you're welcome to KBM Sports Talks, the show. Today is June 1st. We got a whole new month worth of sports to go, and it's going to be an amazing month for sports. We got NBA playoffs, we got NHL playoffs. Gonna have, I believe the Olympics are this month. we have all these sports. We have NASCAR. We have IndyCar. We got Formula One. We got all these sports, and it's just gonna be a fun June 2021. And right now, let's go talk about the NBA playoffs. Talk about what's going on. Talk about the games that happened yesterday and what we can go off from there. What teams are gonna go off from there. And then let's talk about the Clippers versus the Mavs matchup. Let's talk about the Lakers versus the Suns matchup. Let's talk about the games that are happening today, too. Not just the games that happened yesterday, because we got a lot to talk about the NBA today. So let's dive into it. So yesterday, the 76ers played against the Washington Wizards, and the 76ers were winning this, or were up on the series 3-0. Out of nowhere, the Wizards take a game 4. Like I said they would in my prediction, they would take a game. I said they would take game 1. I was wrong on that. But I said that they would force a game 5. Did I think that this would come at the cost of losing Embiid? No. Embiid, I don't know what fully happened to him. Supposedly he has a leg injury. I don't fully remember. They said it was a leg or back, I believe. Either way, that's not good. If you're if you're a 76ers fan, not bad. Early in the morning, it's cold and where I'm in. Sorry, my nose looks good. So, if you're a 76ers fan, you do not want to see that, and you do not want to see what happened yesterday happen. Embiid went out with what injury? Let me see. Let's see what happened. Let's see. If the 76ers don't have Embiid, then they're done, I believe. Do you guys agree? Do you believe that the 76ers are done? Do you think that they're out? Do you think the 76ers are done with Embiid out? Okay, let's see. Let's see if it'll tell me. I don't really see nothing wrong. It just doesn't tell. It's not telling me what's going on. Okay, so Embiid's slow to get up after Lopez blocks him. Let's see. See if the video will load up. We have to wait and see what's going on with him. Because are they done? Are the 76ers done without Embiid? I think so. I don't think that they have. I think he is their core. Okay, it's just not gonna load in. But it looks like he was in pain. He was bent over. So I'm gonna say it was a lower back probably because getting blocked in a way, your body's gonna go back like that. So probably lower body injury. I do not think that's a good sign for the 76ers. If you're a 76ers fan, I'm sorry, but if he's out, I think that may be the series. I don't think the 76ers have enough to come back to even. I think they have enough to beat the Wizards. They have enough to beat the Wizards without Embiid. But once they get to that second round and they have to go up against who would they go up against? Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm looking it up right now on my phone. So I want to know who they're playing, who they could go up against. I'm sorry, it's taking a little bit longer than I expected because I had no connection in my room. All right, let me just look it up on here. So 76ers are going to go up against the Hawks or the Knicks. That is who they will go up against. It's looking right now like the Hawks. That's just another thing is the Knicks. What is going on with the Knicks? The Knicks, what's going on? Why can't they beat the Hawks? In the regular season, they beat the Hawks at every game, but now they can't beat them in the playoffs. What's going on with the Knicks? Or are the Hawks just turning on to another gear where no one can touch them? I mean, I think that both those teams have no shot of winning the championship, but they're two young teams that are getting experience for their young guys, and that is amazing. That's an amazing thing for the 76ers or for the Sun. That's an amazing thing for the Hawks and the Knicks. Great thing for both of them. They both deserve to make it out into the semifinals or the second round. Kind of sucks that they're both playing each other first round because I believe that they both have enough talent to move on to the second round. But right now, there's something going on with the Knicks that I don't really know what's going on with the Knicks right now. The Knicks, it seems like they just don't have enough. They're too young. They're just too young in a way. They don't have that experience. Yes, they have D Rose, Taj Gibson. Randall isn't a youngin no more. He's a average player basically. But it seems like they don't have enough to compete with the Hawks. Who the Hawks are very 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 young. They're not Hawks. I didn't think are as deep, but I guess that their starters are just way too good. I feel like the Hawks may just be too good at this point to be able to lose to the Knicks because they're trying to blow the Knicks away now. Knicks seem like they don't have enough to compete with them anymore. Yes, D Rose is trying his heart out, but maybe next year the Knicks can do it. Which is great for the Knicks this year, but I don't think the Knicks are going to be able to do it just because the simple fact of Trae Young looks like he wants to advance that second round badly, and he's shooting lights out. Same with the rest of that team. The team is shooting lights out against the Knicks. I kind of feel bad for the Knicks because the Knicks don't know what they're doing in a way. They're surprised they made the playoffs. Honestly, I believe they're just like, well, we're here when they're a good team and they deserve to be bet. They deserve to go on to to the second round, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. I think it's going to happen next year, just because the simple fact of Trae Young is just shooting lights out, like I just said. But we will have to wait and see because I believe that they do play against each other today. If I'm wrong, I mean no. But let's just talk about this real quick. Let's talk about the Jazz going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Wow, that series right there. Let alone the Jazz are up 3-1. Yes, they're up 3-1. But what a performance from the Grizzlies in every single game. They have played great every game. They've given them a fight. They've given the Jazz a fight. They haven't gone down without a fight. They are playing the best ball they could play to compete with the Jazz. Yes, they're down 3-1, but John Morant is trying everything he has to get out there and compete with the number one team in the West. What's good, Nick? Everyone right now is trying to fight for that number one spot, but it's already settled though. It's already settled. Number one spot's already settled. All the season's right. But right now, the Grizzlies are fighting to show that they deserve to be in the playoffs, not just to be. And they're proving a point that is good for them. Just because they're the AC doesn't mean nothing. They took a game from the Jazz. Just they're down 3-1, and they need to win every single game from here on out. Do I think that will happen? No, I don't think the Grizzlies will come back. But do I think that this is just like what I said about the Knicks and the Hawks, a great opportunity for them? Yes, it's a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity for the Grizzlies to get John Morant his time. If I'm a Grizzlies fan, I'm looking at this and I'm happy with it because work together and perform much better than normally without them. And that's going to be an amazing thing for the Grizzlies down the road. And I can these from near on. Next year, they better put John Morant on TV more or on ESPN or something more because I want to watch him because he's an explosive person to watch. He's a fun person to watch. Same with LaMelo Ball. Let me put him against John Morant a lot. I can't wait to watch those games. Those next year is going to be fun. But right now, the Jazz are winning the series 3-1. Let's see what's going on today with today's games. We have one series that could be taken off the board that could be finalized tonight. We have the Boston Celtics going up against the Brooklyn Nets on 7:30 on TNT. There's a lot of drama coming out of those two places, or that whole series. Kyrie stomping on the Celtics logo, the head of the leprechaun, getting a water bottle thrown at him and it missed. A lot of stuff going on with that. I'm not gonna get into that stuff because it's just a bunch of baloney at this point. It's getting thrown all around. I'm not getting into that. This show is about fun. We're supposed to have fun, talk about sports, and yes, I know that I do with sports, but I'm not getting into that. I don't want to. And if you have a problem with that, then I'm sorry. Go find something else to watch. I'm not getting into that stuff. But will the Celtics take another game to at least make it a 3-2 game or 3-2 series and force a game 6? Or will the Nets close it out tonight? The Nets are favored by 12.5. Wow. They are at Brooklyn, the Barclays in Brooklyn, New York, so they're at the Nets home. So that is not good for the Celtics, but we will have to wait and see what is going on with everything. It's going to be a scary time for the Celtics fans to watch. I would not want to watch that game if I'm a Celtics fan because everything going on around it. 9 o'clock, we have the Cherry Blazers going up against the Nuggets. Series is tied 2-2. They're at the Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado, so they're at the Nuggets home. This series hasn't been really talked about because it's not really been on TV, honestly. This one's going to be on NBA TV. It's not really been on TV. It's kind of sad because this is a great series and should be more on TV than, I believe, the Celtics versus the Nets. Just because these two names aren't the biggest names in the biggest teams in the world. You have the Trailblazers and Nuggets. You don't really hear about them a lot. Like, Nuggets are good. They have a finalist for the MVP, Jokic, the Joker, but they don't get enough exposure just because they're in small markets in a way. The Celtics and Nets get the TV time just because the Celtics and Nets, even though it's going to be a crappy game. The Trailblazers versus Nuggets is probably going to be a great game, but they don't really care, I guess. They were looking for the money-wise. It's kind of sad. The Trailblazers and the Nuggets, great series so far. I expect the Nuggets to win this series still, even though I think this series is going to go to 7 games because I think that these two teams just don't want to give the upper hand to each other. So I think they're going to battle back and forth. Dame Lillard, he's having a great series so far. Jokic is too, but we have to wait and see till tonight at 9 Eastern to see if the Trailblazers can take that game 5 or will the Nuggets take Game 5? We'll have to wait and see. And now we get to a game at 10 p.m. Eastern on TNT that a lot of people are talking about because a lot of stuff's going on and surrounding this game. We have the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Phoenix Suns at in Phoenix. So what is going to happen? Is AD going to play? Is AD going to play in Game 5? The series is tied, just to let you guys know. It's 2-2. So we're going into Game 5. And they're all best of 7 series. So you have to get to 4 wins before the other team. So the question is Anthony Davis gonna be okay with that strained quad, pulled quad, whatever he did to it, to be able to play against the Suns? Will he be able to walk out there and play? If he isn't able to, is that the Lakers season? Yes, they have LeBron. Yes, I know that. Do I think so? No, not really, because LeBron hasn't really been himself in a way in the playoffs. He's getting a lot of injuries too. So what is going on with the Lakers? I do not know. Honestly, it's kind of sad. And honestly, I think that the Lakers need to get their act right because they're the reigning MVP, the reigning NBA champions. And if they can't get their act right, then they're going to be out this first round. The Suns are going to move on. And in a way, I am a Lakers fan. I will be pissed off that we'll lose. But I'm also going to be like, I'm also in another breath as a sports fan. I'm kind of happy that the Suns are moving on because it's the Suns. They never have nothing going right for them. And it's good for them that they get to move on with their young core, with Devin Booker, Ayton, and then they also have that great veteran CP3. But we'll have to wait and see until that whole saga continues. And I cannot wait until then because it's going to be just a fun time for us as a sports fan. My bad. Something's going on outside my house. I don't know what that was. It sounded like a big bang. But yeah, I look weird without my hood on. I got that fresh cut. Oh, don't do that. Um, so yeah, I just think that that's what's gonna happen with the Lakers. I think the Lakers need to get some more help, and yeah, I just think that they need to get a little bit more help, honestly, with their team. Like they need to get LeBron needs to become that leader like he was last year. But I feel that the team's not responding like LeBron wants to. So LeBron may have to take the game over, but LeBron can't really take the game over because he's been battling injuries. He's been trying to stay healthy. So is he going to be able to? I do not know, honestly. And it's kind of a sad thing because LeBron's LeBron. I don't really know, honestly. I think that's just kind of sad. I'm mad. My bad. I'm muting myself. At the 30-minute mark, I will be taking a 2-minute, 3-minute break. Just letting everybody know that at the 30-minute mark. So 6 minutes from now, we'll be taking a 2-minute break. Everything goes down. I'll just move you closer to the whiteboard. So, and then we got, we have the Bucks already moved on. And then who else? So, let's talk about the Mavericks Clippers real quick. So, the Mavericks versus the Clippers. The Mavericks are up 2-0 in the series. We all thought this was going to be a sweep. We all thought that this was going to be an easy game for the Clippers, or the, I can't speak English today. We all thought this would be easy, smooth sailing for the Mavs. But it wasn't, and it isn't. The Lakers or the Clippers came back. Clippers are on their way back, and they are on their, I believe they are maybe even up 3-0 now at this point. Let me see, are they 3-0? Or 3-2? Nope, series is tied. Series is tied now. So are the Mavericks done? Oops. Oops, can't. I forgot to put that. Are the Mavericks done? I don't know. Honestly, I think that the Mavericks relied way too heavily on Luka, and the Clippers found that out, and the Clippers now are just exposing it. I think the Clippers now are just going out there and actually shutting down Luka and not caring really much about anybody else. They're like looking at Luka like you can score, you can't score because that shuts down everybody else. I feel like Luka's the playmaker. Once they shut down Luka, I feel like the Mavericks don't have much more to offer. And that's kind of sad because they have a great team. They have a good team in a way. They have Kristaps Porzingis. They have some other players, but they don't have anything else but Luka to get that playmaking and go. And it's showing hardcore right now against the Clippers. And it's kind of sad because the Clippers have a good team, but they're not what people think they are. I think the Clippers are kind of in a way not good, but right now they're proving that they are good when they're competing against the young Mavericks team that is very good this year, and they're proving to be pretty good. And it's kind of sad as a NBA fan to watch it. It's kind of sad. So for today, I'm going to be ending the stream right now, just because it's not really. I'm not really feeling all there today. My allergies are really bad today, so I apologize for ending this stream a little bit early, like normal. I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm sorry about today's. If you been hearing my voice, tomorrow it will be back to that hour stream. I'm praying that my allergies aren't as bad as they are right now. I apologize for today's stream. Apologize for how bad my voice sounds and how bad I'm stuffed up. My allergies are kicking my butt again. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about the scores from yesterday, about NBA. Yes, I want to get the NHL and all that stuff, but I cannot today. Not feeling 100% there with my nose, and my body kind of feels not that bad. So I will be on there tomorrow. We'll be on here tomorrow at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. I'm sorry about for starting this one late, but and thank you, Nick. I hope so too. I want to get better, and I will see you tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. And until next time, see ya.